going to be a tangent. Not really, but just bear with me. So I saw some people online kind of being like, oh, like, two wrongs don't make it right. It was totally inexcusable for these girls to be heckling her and calling her all these names and things. Like, she was just trying to say her piece, this, that, and the third. And first of all, Shanae was a bully. Like, she's the definition of a bully. And not only that, my thing is always, if you're a bully, if you say something mean or rude or disrespectful to someone, that's one thing. But then if you go back, if you step away from the situation, you calm down and you're like, hey, that was really wrong. That's not in my character. And, you know, not too much time has passed. You come back, you apologize, you want to make amends. You provide action steps about how you're going to, like, not say that again or what you have learned in your reflections, whatever the case may be, then I'm usually a forgiving person. I'm usually like, okay, this person can see the error in their ways. They're not going to make that mistake again. They're doing the work, whatever. Shanae did none of that. Shanae did not do that on the season. She has not done that post-season. Not once did she reflect and say, that was wrong. I shouldn't have said the things that I said. In fact, she's doubled down on what she said, and it is what it is. She feels how she feels. She doesn't feel bad about bullying these girls. She is a bully. She's comfortable being a bully. Okay. Like, that's fine. That's the role. That's how she wants to carry herself in life. Okay. But she's doing that with the knowledge that she's also opening herself up to being called names by the girls, to being kind of feeling fake from the girls. Like, she's making that decision with the knowledge of what well, she might not be, but she clearly doesn't care. So either way, she can dish it out, but she can't take it. You know, but it also seems like she can take it. Like, her feathers were not ruffled. Like, she did not bat a single eye by these girls. So these little Twitter warriors over here talking about it's not right. Like, no one should be calling her names. Da, 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 da. Like, they're more pressed than she was. Okay, that's first of all. And second of all, those same people who are over here defending Shanae when she wasn't even defending herself are probably most likely the same people who were dishing out a hefty serving of racism to Sierra last night. So we all saw Sierra, she's a very vocal person in the house. She's going to speak her mind. She's going to say what she wants to say, when she wants to say it, and how she wants to say it. And that's what it is. But I saw Sierra post on her story last night some screenshots of tweets of people replying to her, and they were saying really out of pocket things. They were like, oh, like, she belongs in the hood, she's such a thug, she's so ghetto, like, da 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 da. And I also I saw that on her story. Like, she just posted that. I didn't see that when I was doing my nightly scrolling through the hashtag. But I did see a lot of people on my own. I was just doing my own review of Twitter of people, like, invalidating her feelings. And, like, oh, Sierra took it too far. Like, why is she this upset? Why is she this caught up in a man she doesn't know? Like, you know, just all this extra stuff. And really invalidating how she was feeling about various situations, kind of putting her down for the way that she expressed herself through those situations, and then going back and at the same time denying that it had anything to do with race. It does. It has everything to do with race. It has everything to do with women of color, specifically Black women, how we are expected to behave and how we're expected to carry ourselves in the face of animosity. Okay, everyone loves to say, oh, Black Lives Matter, da 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 da. No. Black Lives Matter when they're acting the way that you want us to act. Black Lives Matter when we're carrying ourselves all prim and proper, we're saying what you want to hear, we're accommodating. Black Lives Matter when those lives are palatable. Black lives don't matter when we are expressing ourselves authentically, whatever way that might be. If that makes you uncomfortable, that life has to matter as well. If Sierra, you know, raising her voice, speaking over people a little bit, her life still matters. You know what I mean? Like, and what gets me, what really blows me is Hunter, Lindsay, and Genevieve were all yelling. They were all yelling just as loud as Sierra, and they were all saying the same exact things. They were all making the same exact points about every single situation. They were all talking about how Sinead was wrong, how Cassidy was wrong, how Sarah was wrong, like all this extra stuff. All four of those girls, those are the main ones that stick out in my mind. All four of those girls were saying the same exact thing in the same exact manner with the same exact volume. But who gets called out and who doesn't? What's the difference? What's the difference between a girl A and the rest of the three of them? Let's think about it. So that was just, and when Sierra posted it, she was kind of like, oh, like, just another day, like, people being racist to me, and, like, it's just so frustrating that it's, like, every black person kind of has that experience and kind of has to be numb to it, and it's just like, oh, racist people in my comments? Okay, what's new? Like, at least be a little creative with it, you know? Like, calling me a thug? Ooh, oh, you really got me. That's a stereotype I've never heard before. Whoa. If you want more where that came from, be sure to check out my full recap, which will pop up on the screen.